Education is a fundamental human right. But during times of crisis, education is too often interrupted, denying learners the cognitive development, psychosocial well-being, and hope that quality education provides. Human rights, including education, are not suspended during emergencies. So how can we make sure this right is protected when crisis strikes? Since 2000, members of the Interagency Network for Education in Emergencies have worked together to ensure that all individuals have the right to a quality, safe, relevant, and equitable education. INEE functions to build community, convene stakeholders, share knowledge, advocate for change, promote learning, and provide tools and resources. The INEE Minimum Standards for Education are the global framework for the provision of education in emergencies. These standards, developed through consensus by thousands of stakeholders, aim to enhance the quality of education preparedness, response, and recovery, to increase access to safe and relevant learning opportunities, and to ensure accountability for those providing these services. The INEE minimum standards are designed to be used in a range of crisis situations, including environmental disasters, conflict, slow and rapid onset emergencies, and in both rural and urban environments. They're based on the Humanitarian Charter and the core humanitarian standards. The INEE minimum standards translate these principles and rights into practice, setting out agreed standards for education that are supported by clear actions, guidance, and indicators. The INEE minimum standards are periodically updated to incorporate new learning and evolving needs. The 2024 update involved more than 1,600 individuals in 35 countries, participating in a variety of online and in-person activities over more than 8 months. The inclusive process was based on the principles of broad consultation, community participation, cultural and linguistic diversity, and racial equity. We asked some INEE members who've been involved in the update to share what's new in the 2024 edition of the INEE Minimum Standards.
The 2024 edition of the INEE Minimum Standards reflects the realities and perspectives within a changing humanitarian development landscape.
The update focuses on missing or incomplete topics, on the clarity of the text, and on adjusting the format and navigation of both the digital and hard copy versions of the handbook to increase accessibility and usage.
It has been exciting to be part of the INEE Minimum Standards updating process. This is because some of the grey areas that have emerged over the last 10 years have been covered by the updated INEE Minimum Standards. Some of the areas include new guidance on early childhood education, higher education, distance education, and the role of education in addressing emergencies induced by the climate change.
The length and complexity of humanitarian crisis has grown, requiring a stronger collaboration between a large number of actors. New standards and guidance have been added to address the need for greater coherence, coordination, and linkage with other sectors, such as health, protection, food assistance, and others.
The update includes a stronger focus on gender and inclusive education, and in recognition of the localization agenda, new guidance reinforces the central role of local actors and crisis-affected populations within humanitarian response.
The updated INEE Minimum Standards engage more meaningfully with concepts of anti-racism and decolonization, not only with new guidance that emphasizes the agency and knowledge of local actors, but in providing guidance in a format and language that is more accessible and easy to use.
The INEE Minimum Standards express a commitment that all individuals, children, youth, and adults have a right to education whenever and wherever crisis strikes. The updated handbook is a powerful tool in protecting this right.
Visit inee.org to learn more about the INEE Minimum Standards and become a member today.